How about the MP5 suppressed with some 9mm? I don't know if 9mm is gonna punch it, but hey, you know, let's give it a shot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can hear it. What's going on, guys? It's Eric with PewTube. Thanks for checking out PewTube on YouTube. Got a little treat for you today. As I near my 10,000 subscriber mark, which is totally impressive. I thought I would never achieve that little goal. So thank you to all of you. Today I brought out something pretty cool. I've got some Luxfer SCBA bottles, some fiber wrap composite bottles that I'm gonna shoot at for you today. So my life, I have been involved with guns my entire life. Have a firearms manufacturing business, but my family also has a scuba diving business, and we service lots of different gas cylinders, hydrostatic pressure testing, all sorts of weird stuff that you guys might not know what it is. So these have a life period, and once they're out of that life period, they're regulated by the DOT, and they are classified as a non-combustible explosive. So after that lifetime is up, they're junk. They got to be destroyed. So we oftentimes get them surrendered to us by all sorts of different agencies, whatever. They'll drop them off and say, hey, dispose of them. And so we go through the process of disposing them. And when we dispose of them, they get recycled. There's an aluminum liner in here that's wrapped by a fiberglass wrap. And then they're coated in like a polymer that makes them extremely strong and durable. These happen to be like firefighting fiber wrap bottles. We don't use these for scuba diving because these specifically float. Oftentimes a lot of factories will use these. I think that's where these came from. I think a factory dropped them off because they use them for like going inside of a confined space, like in a container. Like if they have like an oil vat or a milk vat or whatever at, you know, a food processing plant. So I got a couple different firearms out here, and we're gonna shoot at a couple. So just for comparison, down here, I've got it's either a Catalina Cylinders or a Luxfer. I don't even know. It's rusty and nasty, and I can't even read it. But I've got a steel tank sitting up here that I'm going to shoot at, just so you guys can see. I know exactly what's going to happen. Steel, especially, these are extremely hard to puncture. My .338 Lapua that I've got punches them no problem, but that's an enormous round. .338 Lapua, 408 Chi-Tech, 50 BMG punches through them like butter. But I digress. So I've got a steel tank and another fiber wrap bottle for you. I'm gonna shoot the steel tank just so you can hear the noise that it makes. It's probably gonna ping pretty loud, but the round's not gonna go through it. I know this is just 22. This is a Beretta Bobcat 21A with a GSL Woodland suppressor on it. So yeah, I mean, it just friggin' like spatter and bounces off. Yeah, I mean, it just, this is a heavy SOB because it's steel, but I mean, you can see it like barely even dented that. You can see that there's just a little mark on the steel bottle. It is not going to punch that. You're going to need some significantly more heavy rounds to punch through that, but I'm going to get that out of the way because that thing is stupidly heavy. So also the fiber wrap bottles that I brought out here today, we're going to shoot at these too. So like I said before, or in another video, my family's got a scuba diving business, so we get these surrendered to us because they have a 15-year lifespan, and then they're junk. They're regulated by the DOT as non-combustible explosives, so if they're not within their hydrostatically pressure tested tolerances and they don't meet that specific stringent stringent qualification for that test, they're garbage. So this is just an aluminum core with fiberglass, a fiber wrap, and then like a polymer coating over it. Excuse me, not a polymer coating, like a really strong glue. That's a proprietary thing that Luxfer doesn't disclose what it is. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that steel bottle. There's no valve on it, and it was empty, but these have some air in them. So again, having a scuba diving business and a gun business, I can just throw some air in it, because we got industrial compressors that run to insane pressures. It's only got like probably 1,000 psi. These are 2216 bottles, meaning that they are rated to be at 2,216 psi when they're full. But they've been sitting on a shelf for like the last 15 years. So I think these are like almost 30 years old, probably coming up pretty close to that mark. So I didn't want to push the burst discs on here too hard, because I don't want to have a catastrophic failure. Even though if the burst disc goes, it's not a catastrophic failure. It happens every once in a blue moon. It just makes a ton of noise. But I don't know how stressed these tanks have been through their lives, even though they are extremely durable, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. So they do have air in them. I'm going to shoot this other one that's over here downrange. We're going to shoot it at the bottom first, because theoretically speaking, the bottom and the top of the tank have the most material, so they're going to be the most structurally sound. But you never know. I mean, high-speed projectiles do really, really weird things. So yeah, let's give it a shot here. Beretta Bobcat 21A, GSL Woodland. Yeah, let's shoot the bottom and see what happens. Holy crap, it ricochets. Like, just splatters lead everywhere. Luckily, I got my safety squints on. Oh, we got a failure to, we're bad around. Failure to feed. Yeah, I mean, this really, 22 long rifle really isn't doing much to, oh yeah, she's still super strong. I mean, these are meant to take an extreme beating. So you can just see, like, it's just popping a little bit of that epoxy or polymer or whatever their proprietary stuff is off, and you can see the fiberglass starting to peel out. But that's the strong part of the tank. What if we shoot a weaker part of the tank and see what happens? Let me get this stupid thing to prop up here. Yeah. I'm honestly not super sure if 22 is gonna puncture this, but I guess we're gonna find out in a moment. The side of the bottle is quite a bit weaker than the top and the bottom, but hey, you never know until you try, right? So here goes. Ooh, that is like loud. Wow, that pinged louder than the actual round going off of suppressed 22. That was a glancing blow. Yeah, it just like spatters and doesn't even. Wow, that is actually really impressive. So that bullet hit the side of the tank there, and another glancing blow, and it is still structurally intact with air in it. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just slightly deformed, but I guess, well, I'm gonna back this up just a little bit, and let's give it a go with something a little bit more powerful, right? How about the MP5 suppressed with some 9mm? I don't know if 9mm is gonna punch it, but hey, you know, let's give it a shot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can hear it hissing. 9mm punched it. It took 2 shots because I hit it twice. Wow. Yeah, you can hear that bad boy hissing. I mean, they're designed to not catastrophically fail. When you see like in a movie or whatever, they explode and blow up, that's bullshit. That doesn't happen. These are specifically designed to be as strong as possible for as long as possible. So if they're in a car accident, if they're shot at, you can hear that bad boy hissing away. You can hear with the mic on my neck. Yeah, I mean, that went right in there. Look at that. That's sweet. I don't hear any lead in there. So yeah, these are designed to take an absolute freaking beating and a half. So it's still bleeding out. So yeah, now you guys know what happens when you shoot at fiber wrap SCBA bottles with 22 long rifle and 9mm punches them on the side. If you guys want to see more,